teams trying to snap 3-game losing streaks. This is Melton. The push shot inside won't go, and Gafford cleans it up for the Mavericks.
Let's see it. Which team decides which type of cadence they're going to play with. Dallas does not do a very good job in the half court. They're last in offensive efficiency as far as executing in the half court, but they do want to get out, get that basketball in Cooper Flagg's hand, spread you out, and look for gaps.
Here is Flagg. Trying to go glass, can't hit. Porzingis played a little over 2 seasons in a Mavericks uniform. Came down with the rebound. Porzingis. Bounce pass inside to Melton. Out on the perimeter for Draymond Green. No good on the tray. Moody crashing the glass and hits it out of bounds.
Yeah, I think ideally for the Warriors, you want to get Porzingis more towards that post and switch positions with Draymond Green. Draymond's so tremendous at passing the basketball. Use him as the conduit. Use Porzingis' size to score the basket.
Mavericks coming off an overtime loss to the Clippers on Saturday. Najee Marshall had 28 points. Here he is on the drive, lost the handle, turned it over. Good hustle there from Melton to save it.
Good job stepping in, not letting him turn the corner. Shut that area down, block him out.
Porzingis with the range, can't hit, and Christie the rebound. Black. Shadowed by Podziemski. At the elbow, sets up Marshall, fires a 3. And there's our first field goal of the ballgame.
Actually, pretty decent defense by Golden State. Didn't allow Flagg to turn the corner to get into the lane to create havoc. Nice kick out, nice shot by Marshall. Good offensive execution by the Mavs, but not bad defense as well by the Warriors.
Marshall's having a career year for the Mavericks. Podziemski with the answer in the corner.
Yeah, Podziemski loves to be aggressive. Still feels like this young man plays with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Washington can't hit. Porzingis taps it ahead to Green, pushing the tempo. Green, coast to coast. Got the lay with the left.
Nice job by Draymond Green. The defense was very, very porous getting back. He just freight trained it all the way to the front of the goal. Nice job by Draymond.
Flagg taking his time. Blocked from behind by Moody. This is Melton in the lane. Can't hit the layup. Gafford with the ball.
Well, this is going to be up and down, up and down.
And that is Flagg throwing it down.
It's called cherry picking, Michael. That's what that's called.
Melton in the corner. Can't hit the triple.
Yeah, this isn't the pace that Golden State wants. They want to slow this basketball game down just a little bit.
And we have a loose ball foul. To your point, the
didn't make it across half court. Easy basket.
Gafford leaves it for Christie. There's 5 on the shot clock. Christie gonna have to make a play. Fires over Porzingis. Money.
Good shot by Christie right there. Got deep in the clock there, but he knew exactly what he wanted. Kind of drew Porzingis out in the deep waters there.
Just 3 for his last 11 threes in his last 2 games. Porzingis going, and Christie had it partially blocked.
Yeah, 7-3 Porzingis gets a shot blocked by Christie. That's not going to sit well with his teammates.
Washington to the rack. 7 unanswered by the Mavericks. This is the final game of a 6-game road trip for the Golden State Warriors. Just 1-4 so far on this road trip. Melton looking to go to work. Got it stripped out of bounds, and it's going the other way.
A lot of isolation.
Warriors down 5. Steve Kerr subs in 3. Will Richard, Guy Santos, and L.J. Cryer.
Good job right there by the Warriors. Double teaming Cooper Flagg, making him get rid of that basketball.
And L.J. Cryer a little two-handed.
Make him more of a spectator on this end. Let those other guys beat you and get to that backboard and rebound. Just like that. Nice job by the Warriors.
Washington couldn't find the angle. Here's Melton pushing it ahead. Green quickly to Cryer. Cryer now fires a triple, and it's good.
Well, that's a tough shot. I didn't really necessarily like the offensive execution by the Warriors. Thought they got stymied there, but Cryer with a big shot.
Gafford with the lay on the other end. Cryer, a rookie. Undrafted this past June. Has had some nice moments thus far with the Warriors.
Yeah, you got great speed, good handles. Good job.
Corner 3 from Will Richard, and it's a 1-point ball game.
Nice job by Richard being ready to shoot that basketball. Was prepared.
Got a turnover. Richard in a 3-on-2 stops, pops, and hits.
That's the new transition basketball. Mike, yeah, showing a lot of moxie in transition, stopping and shooting a three instead of a layup. Nice job, aggressive basketball by the Warriors.
9-2 response by Golden State. They're up by 2. Flag outside to Marshall for 3.
Again, good defense by the Warriors, forcing Flag to get rid of it. But Marshall in excellent basketball position to catch the ball. 3-point, triple threat position. Nice shot.
Another turnover. Marshall, bounce ahead. Flag with the flush. And Steve Frank.
Yeah, Dallas has done a good job of getting out of transition. They got 8 points in the paint. Golden State only has 2.
This is Cryer, and make it 8 combined three-point baskets. Both ways. Cryer, you mentioned it. He's looked good.
Yeah, he has. He's got a nice shot. He's very quick and explosive. Coach Kerr just absolutely loves this young man, so plays a good basketball for him.
This is Gaffer off the window for 2. Cryer thought about another one. This is Richard behind the back. Pajemski left it short. Marshall the rebound. Flag now. Drives into a crowd. Sets up Marshall beyond the arc. Flicks the wrist. No good. And Green the board.
Again, nice job on Flag. Making him get rid of that basketball. Not giving him an easy pathway to the basket. Makes that extra pass. Nice job getting defensively.
Green can't hit that time. Goes down hard. And Marshall across the timeline. Gafford out the Flag. Baseline drive. Flag with the two-hand throwdown.
Yeah, Green gets knocked down or goes down. Leaves him short-handed on this offensive end. Nice job by Flag attacking, being aggressive.
6 points for Cooper Flag. It's the Mavericks by 4. This is Pajemski. High arcing shot. Rolls down.
A move by Pajemski. Did a nice job getting Christie to move laterally. He just spins away from him and then back to him. This guy's a hooper.
March has been his highest scoring month as Marshall got his own, tried to put it up with one hand, Gafford now is fouled under the hoop. And a lot easier when they get reinforcements.
Boy, they get some players around that guy. Woo, they're going to be tough.
Let's take a look at tonight's live spread.
Coming off the bench. Man.
Porzingis for 3. That won't drop. Payton the offensive board and score.
Yeah, poor box out by Dallas. Didn't do a good job of identifying guys and getting your body on someone. Not very good defensively. Can't give up that type of offensive rebounding opportunity when you're trying to really establish yourself defensively.
Nembhard. Elbow jumper won't go. For Golden State, their starters are 3 for 12. Their bench is 5 for 5. Third highest scoring bench in the NBA.
So many different lineups, Michael. It's part of that, you know.
Yes.
You don't know who's on the bench and who's starting a lot of nights when you got this many injuries for both teams.
Porzingis knocks down the tray. And Golden State will fire 45 three-pointers a night.
Yeah, you know, Porzingis is just, he's been healthy. He's just kind of relegated himself to being a three-point shooter, man. He's got tremendous ability on that block.
Yeah.
Can dominate that interior. I'd like to see him do that a little more.
That's going to be an offensive foul. A Najee Marshall elbow. Ashley Shamadi and the Warriors lead the Mavericks by 3. Pass inside. Gafford trying to bully his way in. Short hook drops.
Yeah, I really like that. I like the fact that Cooper Flag was handling the basketball, almost playing point guard, which he did earlier in the season. Coach Kidd caught a lot of flack for it, but I think it's brilliant because you're utilizing all the skills that this young man has, and it frees up the interior, puts him on the exterior where you can set back screen for Flag. He's more dynamic when he's slashing to the basket, so good play right there by the Mavericks.
Double on Thompson. Skip pass. Polakaitis, step back, Jay. Goal.
Yeah, see Polakaitis shooting. My goodness, that'll make you feel good.
Polakaitis with the step back. And it's the Mavericks by 2. Santos can't change that. Polakaitis tied up with Pajemski, and we'll have a jump ball.
Maybe not. Maybe just a little bit. James Harden is special.
Polakaitis was first team All-Ivy League a season ago. And that's knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Dallas ball. And no, Nate Green is going to say, hold up. And he's not going to overturn Dedrick Taylor, so it will be Mavericks basketball.
third and final regular season meeting between these two teams. Winner tonight wins the regular season series. You see that burst.
This young man, he will explode.
First amongst all rookies in scoring. Second amongst all rookies.
Well, I tell you, these two guys, it's unfair that they were on the same team, beat up on my Tar Heels over the last couple of years, but they're both phenomenal basketball players that are going to be cornerstones in their franchises.
And wouldn't be disappointed at all if we see Cole Rookie of the Year.
No, absolutely not. Both deserve it. Both very deserving.
We've seen that before with Mavericks head coach Jason Kidd and Grant.
He picks things up very quickly, and as he matures, just as a young man, he is going to be something else.
There he is, skying for the rebound. Middleton. Pulakitis again.
Kiedis likes them public corners. Nice job. That's a heck of a transition. Play again. Transition in old days, Michael, we're trying to get a layup. Guys are breaking off a three-piece on you.
Oh, he dragged the pivot.
That loss on Saturday to the Hawks, they had 21 turnovers that led to 38 Atlanta points.
Yeah, they don't do a good job of speeding themselves up. And when they do that, and then every team that speeds up, it creates more turnovers, especially a team that has so many different lineups and unfamiliarity. You got to do what you do every day and execute.
7 turnovers this far for Golden State. Dallas on a 13-0 run. Flag trying to add to it. Pull up high. RPJ is money.
Don't know what's happened again defensively with the Warriors. They were stopping that dribble drive before he turned the corner. Now they're just letting him play one-on-one basketball, and this young man will light you up.
Green snakes through for the lay to end a 15-0 Mavericks run.
I like Cooper Flag handling this basketball. Like I said, I know in the beginning of the season, Coach got a little bit of flack for that, but I think whoever was giving him a hard time for all, let this guy handle it. Let him distribute.
Gafford! The Mavericks have scored on 9 consecutive possessions.
Yeah, they're executing extremely well. Pushing the tempo against Golden State a little bit, making them uncomfortable.
Richard, over to Cryer. Corner tray is good.
Tell you what, they need to find Cryer more in this half court. He is fantastic shooting that basketball. And with his speed, he can create separation. Run through that man a little bit more. Let him get cooking on that offensive end. Give you a little stability.
Gafford is fouled underneath.
100%. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant.
45-39. Pulakitis 2 for 2. And there's his first miss. And the ball ricochets into the hands of Pajinski. Green. Pass inside to Melton. Hand off to Richard. Corner tray. Money.
Yeah, I like the Warriors settling down into that half court, executing, setting the screens, cutting, getting the shots that you work on every day instead of trying to play in transition.
Nembhard turned it over. Richard doesn't have numbers. Will attack Bagley. Hit the side of the backboard. Pajinski to Moody. Flips it in with the left. Timeout Dallas. 8-0 run by 10 points so far tonight. Mavericks by 1. This is Pulakitis. Swish. Got a great looking stroke.
Pulakitis is shooting that basketball, man. That is a good looking stroke. That's a coach's dream when that goes in.
That is 3 triples off the bench as Pajinski knocks down the midi.
Don't want to get into an up and down game though again if you're the Warriors. Want to try to slow this thing down just a little bit. Got to play a little bit better defense.
With the Dallas Mavericks, spent most of his time in the G League, played with the San Diego Clippers before coming to Dallas as Bagley knocks down the tray. 9 triples for the Mavericks, 10 for Golden State. Inside, Green got the leg.
Boy, nice job by Draymond Green using that left hand. Good pick and roll. Draymond set an excellent pick there, too, and rolled off of it in the appropriate manner.
Bagley with a nice move at the rim.
Bagley's just too big. He catches the ball that deep in the lane. Draymond can't do anything with it just because of his size.
5-point advantage. Pajinski. And that was bumper cars inside. Foul is called. Inbound to Pajinski. Moody. No. His first game back after missing the last 10 with a right wrist sprain. Nembhard. And a foul is called.
Yeah, Coach Kerr was real excited to get
last 22. And Ron Curry, let's send it over to Ashley Shamedy.
Yeah, guys, I mean, things obviously looking a little bit different out there without number 30. Steph Curry, who hasn't played since...
Steve is really aggravated right now.
Jason Goebel saying that Moses Moody did not establish a legal guarding position.
Yeah.
And so the blocking call stands. And a foul away from the ball. It's going against Ryan Nembhard.
You know, the two different disciplines here and the way each one of these teams plays, it's really pretty equally matched, though, because the defenses are pretty similar. You know, they're not great, but they're good enough. But offensively, both of these teams are interested in getting to that end of the floor and making something happen.
Turnover, and they give it right back. Melton to Porzingis to Payton with the flush.
Great scramble, great aggressiveness by Golden State getting after that basketball, coming up with those 50-50 balls. That's going to be the key, and that could be the difference tonight in a game where it's so closely contested.
5 turnovers for the Mavericks. Nembhard buying his time, trying to go glass, can't hit. Warriors trying to cut into a 6-point deficit. Both teams have lost their last 3 ball games. Mavericks essentially out of the play-in picture, and the Warriors in that 10th spot with an opportunity to move up to 9 or 8 before the end of the regular season.
Critical basketball game for the Warriors. Every night is. You want to continue to try to move forward and inch up as you go into these last few weeks of April. Be playing your best basketball so you have a legit shot.
That's Christie.
Just again, the defense by Golden State without Draymond on the floor. It's not very difficult to get a post up against this team. Get layups.
Nembhard to Washington. Timeout.
Looking to the guys in the backcourt, just poking through the screens. Done a good job.
Warriors with some work to do. Again, this is an important game for Golden State. And that's 3 too many steps. If the play-in tournament began today, they would be on the road against the Blazers. But again, they're just 2 games back of that 8th spot. And that means you would have 2 opportunities to win 1 game to get into the postseason.
Yeah, that's the key. I mean, you want to be, like I say, playing your best basketball, and advancing forward is the key. That's the litmus test between now and these next 10, 11 games for Golden State.
Well, this is a Mavericks team that's rebuilding, developing players, and looking for ping pong balls.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I mean, right now they're getting baskets against this Golden State defense.
Like an aspirin tablet coming at you, baby.
How tall on the mound?
Oh, man, like Randy Johnson.
Here we go. Okay.
A little bit taller.
Flag with the jumper. He's got 12 points.
They play too many games, though, man. They play, 180,000 games a year? They ain't doing that. You got basketball guys. They're complaining about playing 82 games now.
The TV partners get tired of each other after 162. As we start this third quarter. And the Mavericks sitting 13th in the Western Conference standings. They're out of the play-in picture, essentially. The Warriors are going to be in the play-in. They're currently in that 10th spot, so this is an important game to try to move up in at least the play-in standings, as the short hook inside is good, and the Mavericks lead is 12.
Again, just a standard straight post-up from Gabbard. Just post up, throw it to me, shoot a little jump hook over the top.
And we get the rock.
Good hands there, man. Great.
Thank you. I've been ready for it. I've been waiting all season for that. All season. Steve Kerr caught up with Ashley Shamedy during halftime, Ashley.
Yeah, guys, I said, Coach, I mean, what's the main thing you address in that locker room? And he was like, 12 turnovers. That's the story of the first half. So then I asked, do you adjust the game plan at all to help maybe fix it and eliminate some of those turnovers? He said, and I quote, you cannot adjust the game plan if you never got to it in the first place. So if that tells you anything about what he thought about that first half, we'll see what they do in this next one.
Yeah, I don't disagree at all with that. They did not stick to the plan of trying to slow the basketball down and being aggressive in the half court, and it really picked them apart.
That's what they want right there.
Yes.
Defense to offense, getting some easy opportunities. This is Marshall. No good. Pajemski the board. Porzingis, short. And Moody snatches it away from Gafford. Moody for 3. Short. Porzingis, yes.
Good hustle points right there by Golden State. digging that ball out. Again, the 50-50 balls we talk about make a difference in a game, and they've done a good job of that tonight.
Both these teams have had stretches in games where they played good basketball and then have squandered away leads as the game continued on. It was the third quarter that killed the Warriors in Saturday's loss to Atlanta, outscored 39-20.
Focus, and guys get a little bit away from the things they're doing well. Start getting a little sloppy, and then all of a sudden you got totally away from what you do well.
Soft touch from Kristaps Porzingis. Here we go. 14 points for Porzingis. Marshall inside, and they're going to wave it off.
Golden State has decided they're going to play a little more defense. They're playing hard, making it really hard for Dallas to lose that basketball.
Melton, though, how about Moody skying in? Here's Marshall inside with the left.
Well, again, another 6-foot shot. When the Mavericks take their time, they actually do a good job of executing in that half court. You know, they're more of a up-paced tempo team, but they're getting such good shots in the interior. Got to keep chiseling away at that.
Moody, good from deep.
Moody's made some big shots tonight. Looks good. Back from that wrist injury. Really, really aggressive on that offensive end.
Second triple of the ball game for Moody. We have a 3-point ball game. Flag. We have a 6-point ball game.
Nice job. Good ball movement. That's what got Mavericks in that 10-point lead, was moving that basketball, not settling.
17 for Flag. Podziemski splits the defense, sets up Moody. 3-ball, corner pocket.
Flag overran that play just a little bit, put a little bit of extra pressure on his defensive counterparts, and nice ball movement by the Warriors.
Warriors finding their rhythm. Flag blocked by Podziemski. Got it back and scored.
Flag didn't give up on the play.
Podziemski out to Porzingis. Now it's Green. Out of control. And it's
time on defense in the NBA.
Christie in the paint. Over to Flag. Tough pass. Flag catches up with it. Mid-range J. Money.
I'll tell you what, he has got some special skill, man. Catch that basketball. It was an errant pass. And makes it look like it's nothing. Nice jumper from Flag.
Draymond Green can't hit the tray. Santos crashing the glass. Moody. Warriors with the fresh 14. Melton with the hezzy. Stripped. Gafford with the cookies. Melton with the foul. Let's go. Flag will bring it up for the Mavericks. He has 21 points and 5 assists. Flag matched up with Green. Flag. Mid-range J. Long. And a loose ball foul. We'll keep it here. Warriors trying to bat him.
Draymond Green's heck of a defender, though. It's a good matchup on both ends.
Bagley for 3. Short.
See that shot go up, and Dallas gets no one on the backboard. Everyone stands and watches.
With the spin, and he's fouled at the rack. After the timeout, Santos.
Wow.
What a run by that group. Beating the Mavericks in 6.
Some of those remnants of championship basketball, and they find themselves in the opposite end in a play-in situation, and trying to get a little bit healthy. And can they still get a little glimmer of magic from Stephen Curry? We're going to see.
Curry brothers sitting next to each other on the Warrior bench. This is Christie. Got it back from Bagley. And foul is called.
Over that entire week leading up to it, and it was truly such a special night for the entire Curry family.
You worked with Dell for a number of years, Ashley, and just a stand-up guy, special player, and it's so great to see him get that on.
Yeah, I know Dell a long time. We came out of college same time, and he's one of my buddies. So glad to see that. Played with me a little while in Cleveland there as well, and just so tickled for him.
Midway mark of this third quarter. Cooper Flag has the last 9 for the Mavericks. This is Nembhard. Again, leading all rookies in assists. Quick pass by Bagley, ill-advised.
Yeah, that's one pass too many. Bagley could have just shot that basketball, but you can see what the emphasis is. It's on getting that ball inside for the Mavericks and trying to take advantage.
That pass knocked out him in the future.
I'm telling you, he's
Mentioned it in
special.
the first half, getting Kyrie Irving back.
Yeah.
Eric Lively, an outstanding big man for them.
Special.
To make the game a whole lot easier.
100%.
On Cooper Flag.
Yeah, he's a guy, it's going to be one of those guys that's going to be a triple-double threat every night once he gets to his potential. I mean, he's going to give you 25 or 28 a night, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, easily.
Nimhart with the miss. Klajewski thought about the midi. Will give it up to Santos. Green. Klajewski at the free throw line. The teardrop jumper.
He shot that thing in the rafters. What a shot by Klajewski. Good patience, too, by the Warriors.
Flag. Needs a teammate. Finds Washington. Flag for three. Off the heel, Pryor the rebound.
Maybe one too many dribbles by Flag on that previous possession. Get that basketball down. If you don't have anything, make the defense have to move their feet.
How about that dime? Green to a cutting Klajewski.
Yeah, good backdoor cut there by Klajewski. Reading the defensive tea leaves, so to speak. Nice job.
Flag. Over to Thompson. Thompson firing. Can't hit. Pryor the board.
Mavs not doing a good job getting to that backboard, getting rebounds.
Good hands by Thompson to knock it out of bounds on the Santos drive. Warriors with 25 assists on their 32 field goals as Porzingis hits the turnaround J, and we have a one-possession game.
Nice job by Porzingis stepping into that paint. He's got so much size over everyone. Utilize it, take advantage, got great hands.
Middleton tossed it out. Gafford with the throwdown. Dallas 91, Golden State 86. Santos short, and that ball is kicked.
Defense, no one sees him. Slips in there for a nice alley-oop.
Porzingis got Smith in the air, pull up, won't go. Middleton the board. 3 minutes to go in the third. Thompson tried to dump it off to Gafford.
Thompson had a wide open layup there, being unselfish.
And Gafford knocking down the Mavericks, trying to snap an 11-game home losing streak. Their last win at home, January 22nd, against the Warriors. They now trail Golden State by 2 after the reverse finish from Guy Santos.
Nice job by Santos getting on that baseline. You have no one to rebound the ball, but if you're going to the goal, that's excellent.
Santos completes the three-point play.
Let's go,
Warriors on top for the first time since it was 34-33. That is off the shoe of Mutt. Moody knew exactly what he did there. Thompson over to Flag. Finds Middleton. Short. Spins to the board. Ahead to Santos. Santos to Spencer. Under the hoop. Spencer can't hit. And Gafford lost it out of bounds.
In the interior.
Santos. Count it. And put him on the line.
Santos has gotten two massive ball just for a second. He took off. Spun him around like a top. Nice job.
Santos once again completes the three-point play. Santos has had a strong year for Golden State. Earned himself a 3-year, $15 million contract extension. Just a few months ago, here is another turnover. Mavericks sloppy. Moody can't finish. Pryor, right place, right time. Jason Kidd.
Let's go, Matt.
Najee Marshall across the timeline. Mavericks looking for a spurt of their own. Marshall cut off by Green. Over to Pulakidis. Had a great first half. Short on the three-point attempt here.
And it's going to be Golden State ball.
And if you're Golden State, even though Filipinos had a nice shooting first half, that's what you want to see. You want to see that outshot from deep. No dribble drive penetration, so you don't get into foul trouble. There's no one going to free throw line. He's either going to make or miss. You get that defensive rebound. Now you're back on the offensive end.
Santos to Green. Inside, Moody blocked underneath. Thompson got a piece of it. Here is play. Yes!
Well, that was well defended. Klay Thompson just really good defense, but much better offense. Wow.
Santos with the spin, step through, Moody with the finish.
What a pass by Santos. I thought he was going to shoot that basketball, take a poor shot. Did a nice job muscling his way into that lane.
Great play from Santos. He has 11 points, now 3 assists. Marshall bullying his way inside, floats it home and had something to say.
A little bit. Nice job by Marshall, being physical with that basketball. Didn't lose control at all.
Hand off to Moody. Moody with the hezzy. Gafford goes down. Warriors turn it over. Marshall on the drive. Puts it up. Won't go. 3 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. Pryor. No. And Gafford the board, and it's a loose ball foul going against Moses Moody. Marshall. Been enjoying playing point guard for Jason Kidd. Thompson from deep. Steve seen this over and over and on Golden State to keep the pace to get a win tonight. They lead by 5. 8:35 to go in regulation against the Mavericks team trying to snap an 11-game home losing streak.
Yeah, it'll be a good game for Golden State coming out on the road. Getting a win would go a long way towards confidence as they roll into next week.
We're going the other way. It's Mavericks ball. How about the Mavericks? 60% shooting. They're on pace for their highest field goal percentage in a game this season, and they trailed by 5.
Yeah, it's had about 3 or 4 minutes there just struggling, turning the ball over. Well, they've had their opportunities, though. Boy, they've made some big shots, shooting the lights out of it. Look at this good double team, though. That's what we talked about in the first half. Double teaming that basketball, making it hard.
Flag with the left.
Taking that ball out of Flag's hands and get him away from the action. Let him come from the weak side. Getting the basketball downhill.
Melton found himself open off the heel. Flag nearly had it. Payton with the hustle. Santos to GP2.
Yeah, Payton and Santos just were aggressive. Took that ball from Cooper Flag, just slapped it out of his hand, took advantage of him. He'll learn from that. Got to be prepared, got to be ready at all times.
Flag.
Offense is going nowhere right now. Good defense right now by Golden State. See if they can keep it up.
Thompson lost the handle. Good.
You're in trouble.
Warriors trying to extend their 5-point advantage. Kudzinski. Caught inside. Outside look for Santos. No. Back tap into the hands of Santos. Green made the play. Green with the leg.
Give the credit to Draymond Green keeping that ball alive. He couldn't quite grab that rebound, but old veteran Smart knocked it away. High IQ basketball play.
Lead is 7. Oh, Marshall with the killer cross and the floater. 5 on 4 right now. Bagley not on the play defensively. Santos, no. Melton with the offensive board. Can't hit. Flag. Knocked it out of bounds. To the rib. So he takes a seat along with Klay Thompson. Mavericks out there with Marshall, Gafford, Flag, Christie, and Washington. Warriors with Porzingis, Kudzinski, Melton, Payton, and Moody as we get another whistle. And the foul is going against Cooper Flag. That's Payton. And now it's Porzingis. Defended closely by Washington. Forced to give it up. Melton out. And tried to dump it off to Payton. It's out of bounds. That is
turning up the heat a little bit, Michael, on that defensive end, being more aggressive. A lot of reaching it. scratching and clawing. Oh,
Marshall.
they weren't ready for that.
He has 16. It's the Warriors 115. The Mavericks 112. Pajinski on the move. Outside to Payton. Good from downtown.
Nice ball movement, wide open. Mavericks got caught stuck. No rotation defensively. Wide open, Payton, big shot.
Nembhard. Working on Moody. Fires the jumper. No good and not a good offensive set there.
No, didn't go anywhere. Didn't win nowhere. Just ended up playing one-on-one basketball. Defense didn't have to move its feet. Didn't have to do anything. Didn't even have to react.
Payton make the catch and put it in for two. The glove. Can't hit the free throw. Christie the board. Mavericks trailing by 8. Gafford, no. But he
But these easy plays like this to Gafford. Gotta do a better job of that. That's just a little more discipline this basketball team needs.
Gafford stuck on 8. Gafford missed both.
Big free throws. This is a game you're going to need every bucket. It's going to come right down to it, so.
Pajinski, well off the mark. Washington ahead to Marshall. Marshall to Gafford. Pajinski driving, threw it right to Marshall. Marshall to Christie, and he's fouled by Pryor. It's going to be the
Backbreaker.
into Washington. Washington to Flag. Flag won't take the three. Working on Payton. Tremendous defender. Flag picks up the dribble. 6 on the shot clock. Marshall. No good. And Porzingis with the ball.
Really need to see Flag take that shot. That three-pointer, he was wide open. He needs to go ahead and let that thing fly. Knock that baby down.
Confidence not really there on that
Not yet.
three-point shot.
Not yet.
As Porzingis goes window shopping.
First team.
Do the Mavericks have one final push to tighten up this ball game? Flag for 3. Yes.
Much better. Love it. Love it. Jason Kidd drew that play up just for him to get the confidence in this young man.
They get a turnover. Christie all the way to the rim. And a quick.
Let me hear Maniacs. Defense.
Warriors trying to extend this 3-point advantage. Mavericks looking for a stop. Porzingis dumped it off to Santos. Outside for Moody. No. Back tap. Moody on a reload. No. Porzingis, no. Santos, yes.
Boy, the Warriors just absolutely wanted. They were going to make that play happen. They were going to will it in the basket. Great job. Activity on that offensive glass by the Warriors.
23 second chance points now. Flag with the running float.
That's a little bit too easy. A little too easy if you're the Warriors. Got to bring that same intensity to the defensive end of the floor.
Pajinski with the handle. Over to Porzingis. Porzingis. Nearly stolen by Marshall. Moody gonna have to heave it on the drive. Moody, no. He used every bit of that 24 seconds.
Stop that basketball. It's too easy.
Moody missing the first. Got to make it a two-possession game.
That's right.
And he does. 125, 121.
Voices up. Let's go back.
A 30-point night for Cooper Flag. Christie with Pajinski all over him. Sets up Flag. Flag. Crossover. In the lane. Double teamed. Stripped by Green. Gafford had it momentarily. And he's down on the floor. Santos. And shot won't count. It's an offensive foul.
Let's go back.
see how incensed.
Let's see why he's upset.
Two-point ball game.
The kind of execution we got under pressure here for the Warriors. What kind of shot are they going to get? We've seen them be aggressive, attacking that backboard. Going to go through Porzingis, I would assume.
And Washington picks up a foul. And it's splits the pair. Remains a one-possession ball game. 90 seconds to go here in Dallas. Black matched up with Santos. Black hits the accelerator. Kick out. Twisty. We are tied at 126.
Nice ball driven by Cooper Flag. He knew he was going to get double teamed. Didn't take a bad shot. Didn't force it. Took his time. Ended up with a fantastic shot.
Green looking for a skip pass. Tapped over to Moody. Baseline drive. Green inside. Going away. Flat. Ahead to Marshall. Marshall. And we have a traveling violation. Warriors with the rock. And a tie ball game. Both teams trying to snap a three-game losing skid. Moody for three. Short. Green the board. Dump off to Porzingis. Porzingis inside. No. Back tap on the floor. Green dives for it. And a tie-up with 80. Game clock. So if the Warriors win the tip, they'll have 12 seconds to work with. Tap over to the Mavericks. Shot clock off. Cooper Flag, 32 points. Surveying the floor. Under 10. Matched up with Green. Flag driving. Marshall for three. Off the mark. Green the rebound. And Steve Kerr was stand for the Mavericks. Go ahead on the road for their next couple of outings. And overtime is underway. This is LJ Pryor. Green to a cutting Podziemski. And a late whistle with the correct call. Podziemski tonight, 19 points. 8 of 14 shooting. He's knocked down a couple of triples. And these are his first free throws of the ball game.
Let's go now.
The teams ahead of Golden State in the Western Conference standings. Portland blowing out Brooklyn right now. The Clippers blowing out Milwaukee. And the Warriors trying to grind one out here in Dallas. Santos spinning and good hands by Christian.
Pretty good job.
Moody for three. Good.
Oh, yeah, in his mind, he's going to shoot that basketball. You can see it. He came off that screen. Moody had his eyes locked in on that basket.
Warriors by 5. Thompson can't hit and Flag fouling Moses Moody.
Klay Thompson, when he rolled off that pick on the top, maybe take a tough shot. He wasn't wide open.
Santos spinning. The shot won't drop. But Santos will go to the... Santos calmly knocks down until late in the second quarter.
That's just remarkable. I mean, it tells you, not getting to the front of the goal enough.
Golden State 133. Dallas 126. Thompson, quick trigger. Front iron, no.
Really well defended as well. Clay's not had any room in those last two shots. They've really stuck with him. Made it really difficult for him to get a good balance on those shots. Nice job by the Warriors. They know him better than anyone, obviously.
Santos driving,
Lost the handle, scoops it up. Budzinski now with the shot clock winds down. Prayers not answered, tapped into the hands of Marshall.
Let's go.
Mavericks yet to score in OT as Marshall is fouled on the way to the rim.
Rub the paint off the line. Got to repaint the floor tonight, yeah.
Christie penetrating, lays it up and in. That's their first field goal of OT.
Nice job by Christie. Took a little shot to the face, but just kind of ducked his head, went hard to the rack. The seas parted. He got a nice shot, nice layup.
Budzinski outside to Moody. Moody on the drive, nice feed. Payton with the leg.
Yeah, that's a well-designed basketball play by Golden State.
Marshall caught in the air. Tough shot. Great.
In the overtime period against the Clippers.
Yeah, just looks like run out of gas just a little bit here.
Moody, good hands. Klay Thompson with the strip. The Warriors have doubled up the Mavericks in the rebounding department. 48-24. Flag. Gave it up to Christie. Christie, sidestep three is money. He says the Mavs are not done yet.
Nice job by Christie. Played really well in overtime.
Budzinski. Over to Porzingis. ISO matchup with Thompson. Porzingis to back down. Outside to Santos. On the drive, step through. Shot won't go, but a foul is called. Santos, 5 for 6 at the line tonight. Make it 5 for 7. One of 2 for Santos. The Golden State lead is 5.
One team, one family, one voice. Let's go Mavs.
Number 32 with 32 points. Cookies from Moses Moody. And balance goes down. And he's holding his leg. Opportunity for the Mavericks. Marshall under the hoop. Outside to Christie. Well off the mark. And Flag tried to score an ACL. Moses Moody just comes back from injury. And has a leg injury to end his night. Pass up ahead to Santos. 50 seconds to go in regulation. Warriors leading by 5. This is Budzinski. 5 on the clock. And tried to dump it off to Green, and it is kicked out of bounds with 2.1.
Budzinski didn't even realize he had a layup. These guys have missed a lot of those tonight. They're looking to pass that basketball, which is fine, but look at the basket every once in a while.
Porzingis can't hit. Marshall the board. And Jason Kidd will call timeout. I can't imagine how difficult it is for both of these teams to try to...
He becomes more familiar with him. He'll be more adaptable to him.
Marshall to work it in. Finds Flag. Matched up with Green. Over to Christie. Fires a 3. Left it short. Budzinski the board. And the time is running out on the Mavericks. That pass broken up. Nearly stolen. Santos with the save.
Oh, wow.
Over to Porzingis. And great hustle to close this one out by Golden State. There is the foul. And Draymond Green is going to go to the line. Green with 10 points, 7 boards, 6 assists, 3 steals. Off the mark on the first, 7.1 on this fourth quarter game clock. And after this one, the Warriors are going to head home. A couple winnable ball games. They'll have Brooklyn coming up on Wednesday, and then the Wizards on Friday. Green goes 1 of 2. And one more timeout. Had
had a lead late. Mavericks made plays to force overtime, and it's been all Golden State in OT. That pass broken up. Payton the steal. Warriors dribble out the clock. Heavy heart.